Hello, and welcome back to Madness Radio. I am your host, Madness, and this is the Madness Radio. And why do I look off in crazy directions? It's because I'm mad. So, and I can laugh at myself, because I have a good time being mad after midnight. So this is the podcast. Is it a podcast? It might become a podcast. I think I just confirmed it for myself. So, it might end up becoming a podcast in the future, or YouTube videos, or I don't think they could be TikTok videos because they're too long. So, or it might be a series on my Instagram. I don't really know. I'm mad. So, this is is it part 5? I think I'm going mad. This is part 5, I think. Yes, this is... I have no room on the screen. This is part 5. There you go. Oh, that's part 5 on the Madness Radio. And, so, the spoopy stories continue. So, this story isn't as spoopy, but it is a continuation to explain the spoopiness. So, as you can tell, it is madness. It is after midnight for me, right now, filming. You can hear the crazy cats in the background because they're as mad as me. Because I make them mad. We rile each other up and we run around like mad, crazy people. Because, yes, that's what we do. So, the story for tonight is the friend co-worker I was working with told me about a story. So in the city that I used to live in the woods, it was a very wooded city. The city was not exactly in the woods, but there was plenty of woods surrounding the city. Lots of crazy, mad things happened. So he tells me about a woman he met. So she told him a story. So this is... Be quiet, cat! I am yelling at my cats because they are too loud and they are bugging me. So, I'm distracted now. No. Okay, so... He was telling me about this woman who, I guess she either lived behind a laundromat, or she owned a laundromat. I'm pretty sure, according to my madness, that she lived behind the laundromat. And, yes, so, she lived behind the laundromat, and she may have worked there, or may have owned it, I don't even remember. So, she lived behind the laundromat, and there were woods behind her house, and everything usually seemed normal, and until one night, she was hearing these weird noises. So, there was these weird noises, and it sounded like these animals or creatures or something, like hooting or some weird noises. I'm not really sure what they are, but... Well, now I am sure, I think, or so she thought they were Sasquatches. So it turns out she was hearing a big one, a medium-sized one, and a smaller one. So she was pretty sure it was a family of Sasquatches. So she heard them. She would hear them sometimes, and she was like, I'm not going into those woods. So, as a logical person... I need a drink. Not sponsored. So, I got my seltzer of the water, and, so she was just like, I'm not going back there. Never. No, she doesn't want to. So, she would usually ignore it until one time there was all the noises. The two big ones were making all these noises and hooting and hollering and making noises, and she heard a big crash, and she was like, what is going on? So she went outside, and she checked, and there was a tree down. A tree was down. So it was a confirmation of this big thing. So she was pretty sure it was a Sasquatch at that point. It kind of confirmed it for her, and it confirms it for me, too, because I'm mad, and I believe madness is out there, and you never know. So, yes, that is the story. She heard the noise, she saw the fallen tree, and she was like, I am never going out there again. So, that is pretty much the end of the story. That nothing. She didn't want to go back out, and that's the end of the story that my friend had told me, unless there was more, but he never told me anything, so that was as much as I had acquired from him. So that is the end of that part of the story. Part 5 of the spoopy story. Part 5. Can you see my hand? Can you see it? Ah, yes, you can. Okay, so that was part 5 of the spoopy stories of madness. So, yes, thank you very much for tuning in to the Madness Radio. I am your host, Madness, and you have a good mad night, or maybe a day. I don't really know anymore.